Teresa, thank you very much. It is good to be in partnership with you, in collaboration as we always are, with the Federal Bureau of Investigation on matters of these kinds of cases and matters of this importance. It's also my pleasure to be with you today to chat and to talk about the actions that we are undertaking collaboratively as we go forward and addressing those matters for the members of all of our community. I want to reaffirm what Teresa has said about the commitment today to initiate the investigation of the death of Derek Williams. That investigation, as Teresa has said, is beginning promptly. It will be conducted with all of the thorough professionalism and the focused activity and the high integrity for which the FBI has a very well-deserved reputation nationwide and also in this community. As Teresa said, we are not providing today a date certain by which that investigation will be completed. It instead will be dictated by the progress and the focus and the accomplishments of that investigation. But the community should know, and the community should be reaffirmed and assured today, that that investigation will be animated and will be pursued with all focus on relevant facts and material information and all appropriate venues pursued in the interests of justice. That is our mission today. That is always our mission in cases, and that is the commitment we make today to the public as we proceed down this important path. I also want to confirm today and also be very clear about a secondary independent part of the community's appropriate attention and focus involving the U.S. Department of Justice. I want to reaffirm today, as I have in the past, that the U.S. Department of Justice, including our office, the U.S. Attorney's Office, and the Civil Rights Division of the U.S. Department of Justice, is continuing to gather facts and assemble information to determine whether there is a basis upon which to initiate a formal pattern and practice investigation of the Milwaukee Police Department. As I indicated previously and again today, that matter is in an initial and preliminary stage, during which materials are obtained, information is reviewed, and evaluated to determine whether or not a pattern and practice investigation is appropriately begun. It is important for the community and for all of us to understand that that is a civil proceeding and that it is conducted in many ways independent of the criminal investigation that Ms. Carlson and I are announcing today. But like the criminal investigation, that initial inquiry, that preliminary assessment and review of materials and information will proceed deliberatively, thoughtfully, and focused upon the interests of justice. I need to be very clear today that there has been no determination, nor will there be for some considerable period of time, but whether or not a formal lawsuit, a formal pattern and practice investigation will be initiated in this area. I also want to follow up on Teresa's comments about not only the FBI's appropriate lead responsibility in the area of civil rights, with respect to the pattern and practice inquiry, preliminary and civil in nature that it is, to indicate that the Civil Rights Division will accept information through telephonic and email systems from the public, from the community, and that those systems will be operational, I anticipate, at the beginning of the next next week, October 15th of 2012. More information about that process will be available from our website here in the U.S. Attorney's Office, and we'll provide that otherwise publicly to the media and other community groups. Even as that process proceeds, I again want to underscore what my colleague has indicated already today, that the FBI, consistent with its long-standing and investigative mission to protect the safety and promote the security of this community, the FBI locally and nationwide will continue to accept and receive reports of information from residents about civil rights violations. That has been its long-standing mission. That continues today. That will continue indefinitely into the future. And nothing about our announcements today changes that or accomplishes any change in the policy, the practice, and the mission of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. In all of this, I also want to underscore what Ms. Carlson has indicated, and that is that the leadership of the Milwaukee Police Department, including its chief, the leadership of the Office of the District Attorney for Milwaukee County, including its District Attorney himself, are cooperating fully and unconditionally with the Federal Bureau of Investigation and with the Office of the U.S. Attorney that I lead, and with the Civil Rights Division of the U.S. Department of Justice in all of these matters. As Teresa indicated, we are making these announcements today as a key component of our work, along with our state, our county, our city, and our tribal law enforcement partners to ensure the safety, the security, the well-being of the community for which that we serve. It's in pursuit of those all-important goals that all members of our community should be assured and should know today that we will bring to all of these matters all of our resources, all of our intellect, our judgment, our experience, and our integrity in this very important work. Thank you very much for your being with us today, and now I believe that Ms. Carlson and I will take some questions.
Regarding the Derek